There's my handsome dog, just smiling away, just happy to be alive and be outside on a beautiful day in May. This is a quick video, I think, about loving work. I live in Bellingham, Washington, which prides itself, and its nickname is the City of Subdued Excitement. And its informal mascot is the sloth. And it's, in my opinion, it's become overtaken by what I'd call slacker culture. And I've been thinking a lot about this, how along the entire West Coast, we West Coasters, some of us, not, present company accepted, pride ourselves in being laid back. And I've noticed this laid back vibe. It shows up in all kinds of ways. In yesterday's newspaper, the Bellingham Herald, today being May the 20th, yesterday being May 19th, there was a front page article about a fellow who graduated from Western Washington University, and he hated his job, and so he ended up going into pictures, filmmaking, and he produced a series called Severance. That's a sort of a dark, a dystopian, thing about toxic, miserable work environments. And this whole thing about hating work, quiet quitting, finding ways to get money without working, like how this fraud is now so rampant that the vice president is heading up a special commission just to address it. So it's like lots and lots of people hate work. Lots and lots of people are looking for ways to get money without working. So this video addresses that. I was in Linden, Washington, that I call the Mayberry of Washington State, getting a haircut, discussing with my barber, and he says, well, my generation, we were raised by Depression-era parents who gave us a solid work ethic. That's what's needed, is solid work ethic. Well, how do you get a solid work ethic? What's the catalyst? What's the genesis of a solid work ethic? And I would have to say it's just loving work, instead of hating it. And how do you come to love work? Well, if you've ever enjoyed experienced the satisfaction of a job well done, if you've ever pulled an all-nighter working on a project just because it was interesting, and not even necessarily because there's even any money in it. I've done that a few times. If you've ever experienced what, now what's his name? He's the flow guy. I want to say Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He coined the term flow, which is when you're so engrossed in an activity that you forget to eat and you lose track of time. If you've ever experienced flow, that's how it feels to love work. And I just I'm a guest contributor to the May-June issue of Business Pulse magazine, and I wrote an article about called Platform Fatigue and the Cost of Free. It's on page 57 if you're looking for it. And if they invite me to do another article, I think I might write about loving work and regaining a work ethic, and calling out this what I would say tragic slacker culture that afflicts the entire West Coast, and maybe it's a cancer that's spread across the whole country. But this whole problem of hating work and hating business, like what's happening in Seattle right now. You got a mayor who actually seems to hate private sector. Hate the private sector. Well, that's a recipe that's true dystopia there. So I think it's time we called this out, this whole problem of hating work, and we began to ask ourselves the question, well, what is the genesis of a solid work ethic? So more to come. Right, Snickers? Hi. Right? Yeah. Do you have a solid work ethic? I don't know. He's kind of retirement age, so he doesn't have to. Hey.